This is Stan Deve. I just got back from a Father's Day dinner, and I figured I would do a short little video on something that I assume a lot of people with depression and anxiety and varying other things deal with, and that is getting burnt out with people. Even people you know, you love. Me and my dad are real close, really tight knit. He goes through a lot of the same stuff that I do, but going over and spending time with the family can drain you, so to speak. And while it's always a good idea to try to stretch your horizons, either putting yourself in a slightly uncomfortable position to just kind of stretch out a little bit, I want to remind you guys and myself that it's okay to need a break. It's okay to need to step outside, have some quiet time. A couple times I'll go sit in the car for a few minutes, or me and my dad will go sit and just kind of get away from the crowd, as it were. And it has nothing to do with whether or not you like those people. Okay, it's not that you don't want to spend time with them. It's just sometimes you need a break. And it's important that if you feel yourself in that point, that you take a break. I have a couple people that get on me and get on my dad about, well, get back in there and interact and socialize, and why aren't you doing this, and blah blah blah. And it can eat at you. It really can. When it's something that they don't really understand, and all you're trying to do is rest so that you can go back in and have a good time. It's always a pleasure seeing family, but there are times when I'm just not feeling it. And it's just important to recognize those feelings as they approach, rather than you're mingling, you're talking, and then boom, all of a sudden you're grumpy, you don't want to talk with anyone, everyone pisses you off. And getting to the point where you can recognize that, okay, I need to take a step back for my sanity, so that I can keep interacting. Or if you're done for the day, that's fine too. There's nothing wrong with that. You're you know yourself best. So if you do end up finding something starting to build, don't really ignore it. And I don't mean hyper focus on it, but okay, my stomach's in a knot now that Aunt so and so came in the room. Is that something that maybe is triggering an old memory, or is that maybe something that I'm just done with everyone in general? Try to get in the habit of identifying triggers, and that can help you quite a bit with dealing with it. Well, as the great prophet G.I. Joe has said, knowledge is half the battle. So when you can become aware of those things, you can start identifying steps towards bettering them, whatever that means for you, but bettering them. Of course, there's always the cases where a family member is toxic, and just no matter what, they bring you down. That's okay too. Identify it. If you need to, minimize your interaction with them. And again, as those negative feelings come up, talk to yourself about them. Okay, I'm feeling this. I'm sweating, my heart's racing, whatever it is. And when you get in the habit of that habit becomes quicker and quicker. So there's less time for falling into that cycle of, well, I'm grumpy, I don't want to see anyone, I hate everyone. We've all been there. And yeah, so I'm just kind of rambling, but I found myself in that position tonight. I just wanted to get out. I didn't want to hug anyone, say goodbye. I just wanted to disappear from the crowd and go away. So that's something I'm still working with too. Reach out or comment if you got any suggestions. Tell me what you do to combat those situations. And happy Father's Day to everyone. And we will talk soon.